Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we dive into Beginners by Tom Vanderbilt, a captivating exploration of the endless joys and benefits of lifelong learning. Published in 2021, Beginners intertwines Vanderbilt's personal adventures with a robust scientific primer, showcasing how stepping into new experiences can enrich one's life in unexpected ways. Tom Vanderbilt is no stranger to the written word, with his insightful articles gracing the pages of the New York Times Magazine, Popular Science, the Smithsonian, and the London Review of Books. He has also earned acclaim for his best-selling nonfiction works, including You May Also Like, Taste in an Age of Endless Choice, Traffic, Why We Drive the Way We Do and What It Says About Us, and Survival City, Adventures Among the Ruins of Atomic America. Vanderbilt's deep understanding of human nature and his ability to translate complex ideas into engaging narratives make him the perfect guide for rediscovering the excitement of learning. Beginners is especially suitable for middle-aged individuals looking to break free from monotonous routines, seniors in search of ways to maintain their sharpness, and anyone looking for inspiration to embrace lifelong learning. Join us as we explore how Vanderbilt not only advocates for the continuous pursuit of knowledge, but also leads by example, demonstrating that it's never too late to try something new and that the pursuit of knowledge is a journey with no end. Beginners: The Joy and Transformative Power of Lifelong Learning. Introduction: Discover the joy of lifelong learning. From the moment we enter the world, we embark on a journey of continuous learning. From mastering the basics of walking and talking to navigating the complexities of academia, learning shapes every phase of our early lives. But too often, once we step into the responsibilities of adulthood, our passion for picking up new skills starts to fade. But does it really have to? Journalist Tom Vanderbilt found himself pondering this very question. Motivated by a desire to rediscover the thrill of learning, he dove headfirst into the world of beginners. His exploration, fueled by personal experience, brings together fascinating insights from psychology and neuroscience, shedding light on the transformative power of embracing new skills regardless of age. This recount of Vanderbilt's journey is an invitation to break the mold, suggesting that learning is not merely an early life phase but a lifelong adventure. You'll discover the unexpected reasons scientists are fascinated by juggling, the distinctions that separate a complete novice from someone who's dabbled enough to be considered an advanced beginner, the inspiring story of a 70-year-old who learned to swim in the mountains, challenging common perceptions of age and ability. Join us as we delve into these insights, unearthing the extraordinary benefits of remaining perpetually a student at heart. Part 1. Embrace the benefits of embarking on a new learning journey at any age. Tom Vanderbilt's life took an interesting turn with the arrival of his daughter, which led him to an enlightening realization. Immersed in the role of both a journalist and a father, he found himself teaching his daughter everything from the basics like walking and talking to more complex skills such as riding a bike and mastering social interactions. Through this process, Vanderbilt was struck by a personal revelation. It had been years since he had learned anything new himself. This ignited a desire within him to venture back into the world of learning, starting with chess and surfing. Along this journey, Vanderbilt discovered the immense benefits that come with being a beginner, no matter one's age. The key takeaway is straightforward. Lifelong learning is a catalyst for keeping your mind active and engaged throughout every stage of life. Learning doesn't halt as we grow older. We continuously absorb information through daily actions, such as engaging with the news or enjoying television shows. This passive form of learning offers us declarative knowledge, consisting of facts and figures. However, there's a more dynamic type of knowledge known as procedural knowledge, which encompasses the skills needed to perform actions, like speaking a language or playing an instrument. Interestingly, as adults, our pursuit of gaining procedural knowledge often diminishes. Reflecting back, every one of us was once adept at acquiring new procedural knowledge during our childhoods. Children view the world without bias, approach new activities without hesitancy, and, crucially, are not burdened by the societal pressures of expertise. These factors, combined with their brains' heightened capacity for learning, create the perfect environment for absorbing new skills. Although adults may have brains that are somewhat less flexible than those of children, the concept of plasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and learn, remains intact. Engaging in the pursuit of new skills can have profound effects on our mental health, particularly as we age. Research has shown that older adults who dedicate time to acquiring new abilities, such as painting or composing music, showcase improvements in overall cognitive functions. Even the act of mastering a single new activity can pave the way for further learning opportunities in the future. As we delve deeper into the exploration of learning to sing, we will uncover more about the transformative impact of embarking on new learning voyages, irrespective of age. Part 2. Unlocking the joys of singing through practice. Do you ever catch yourself humming a tune while you work or letting loose a melody in the shower? Music, especially singing, seems to be an inherent part of human nature. Yet, despite our natural inclination towards melody, many people harbor a deep-seated fear of singing out loud, worried about off-key notes and the judgment of others. It's a common fear, as highlighted by researchers at the University of California, who found that inviting participants to sing My Girl was a surefire way to induce embarrassment. But let's set the record straight. Singing is not just for the naturally gifted. It's a skill that, like any other, can be honed with time and commitment. Central to this narrative is the understanding that singing is a skill accessible through dedicated practice. Contrary to popular belief, singing prowess isn't something you're simply born with or without. Instead, it's a motor skill, akin to learning to ride a bicycle or typing on a keyboard. The science behind singing is fascinating. We generate sound when air travels through our vocal folds, the stretchy muscles within our throats. By manipulating these folds to tighten or relax, we alter the air's vibrations, which in turn adjusts the pitch of our voice. For example, a typical male's vocal folds might vibrate around 120 times per second, whereas an opera singer reaching a high note could see those vibrations jump to an impressive 1,400 times per second. So, how do we translate this understanding into improved singing? It starts with recognizing the body as a musical instrument. Vocal training often begins with exercises aimed at helping students explore and experiment with the unique capabilities of their bodies. From elongated oohs and ahs to more complex vocal drills, these activities encourage individuals to discover and play with the range of sounds they can produce. However, embarking on this vocal journey can feel intimidating. Many people dread the sound of their own voice, and the fear of embarrassment can lead to holding back or singing timidly, which does nothing to help in mastering the skill. The key to breaking through this barrier is total commitment to the process, letting go of inhibitions and using one's entire body to project the voice. The journey to vocal improvement is arguably more enriching when shared with others on a similar path. In the exploration that follows, we delve into how communal singing experiences can not only enhance individual skills, but also foster a shared sense of joy and achievement. Part 3. Joining forces enhances skill development. Imagine a delightful stroll down Manhattan's Lower East Side on a breezy Monday evening. As you navigate through the vibrant streets, a familiar tune starts to whisper in the air, growing stronger with each step. This melody, emanating from the heart of the Clemente Soto Vélez Cultural and Educational Center, is none other than the nostalgic anthem Wonderwall by Oasis, passionately sung by 50 voices in perfect harmony. Welcome to the realm of the Britpop choir, a diverse group of amateur singers united by their fondness for the iconic hits of the British pop scene. Every week, they come together to relive the glory days of Blur, Pulp, David Bowie, and more, creating a unique blend of voices that transcends individual skill levels. What binds them is not their musical expertise, but their collective enthusiasm for singing as one. This collective venture underscores a powerful truth. Developing new skills is profoundly enhanced within the context of social engagement. The act of learning in a group setting is imbued with numerous benefits. Engaging in communal activities, like choir singing, not only fulfills our human craving for connectedness, but also significantly lowers stress levels and boosts the production of oxytocin, often referred to as the happiness hormone. More so, the environment of a group practice offers the ideal platform for observing, learning, and receiving direct feedback, which is vital for honing any new skill. Within a choir, each member's voice contributes to the collective sound, demanding constant adjustment and synchronization of tone and pitch, thereby enhancing one's vocal capabilities through what psychologists call social facilitation. This concept isn't confined to the arts. It was first recognized by social psychologist Norman Triplett in the sporting world, observing that cyclists tend to perform better when riding as part of a group rather than individually. This phenomenon illustrates the profound impact of social interaction on improving performance, suggesting that together we can achieve heights that might be out of reach on our own. Singing in a choir is one of the most ancient communal activities, deeply embedded in human culture across the globe. For those looking to refine their singing or any other skill, joining a local group or club could be significantly beneficial. In today's connected world, physical distance no longer poses a barrier to communal learning. Online platforms like Smule bring together aspiring singers from every corner of the globe, allowing for collaborative practice sessions with partners from Sweden to Indonesia. The journey of learning is never linear, and perfection is not the goal, especially in the early stages. Each note, whether perfectly pitched or slightly off-key, is a step towards growth, as we will explore further in the continuation of this narrative. Part 4. Navigating from novice to adept, the art of mastering new skills. Picture this. You're floating in the ocean, a slight chill from the water prickling your skin, the salt in the air. It's been a week of diligent surf lessons, and you're feeling the thrill of newfound confidence. As a promising wave approaches, you react instinctively, following the steps drummed into you throughout the week. The moment feels perfect until suddenly you find yourself submerged, the taste of salt water stronger than your disappointment. What could have possibly gone wrong? This experience perfectly encapsulates the journey from following the basic rules rigidly to understanding that mastery requires much more than textbook precision. This narrative serves as a profound lesson. Mastering the fundamentals is merely the gateway to the complex journey of skill acquisition. The insightful work of Professors Stuart and Hubert Dreyfus at the University of California provides a framework for understanding this process. Their research across varied fields, from aviation to chess, outlines a 5-stage path, beginning as a novice, advancing through advanced beginner, attaining competence, achieving proficiency, and culminating in expertise. Transitioning from a novice to an advanced beginner is a critical leap and often more challenging than it appears. For novices, success hinges on grasping the basic rules. Whether it's understanding the movements of chess pieces or the sequence of actions to catch a wave, the initial theory seems straightforward. However, the evolution to an advanced beginner demands applying these foundational skills amidst the unpredictability of the real world. This is where the true challenge lies. Learning a new language illustrates this struggle well. Early stages are marked by swift progress, as learners amass vocabulary and grapple with grammatical structures. Yet, engaging in conversation with native speakers soon reveals the myriad exceptions and nuances yet to be mastered. For instance, English learners often encounter the perplexing reality that the past tense of speak is not the logically deduced speaked, but rather spoke. Thus, while becoming a novice might be a relatively smooth endeavor, advancing to the level of advanced beginner unveils a significant leap in complexity. This escalated difficulty can lead to frustration and disillusionment, causing many to abandon their pursuit prematurely. In the context of surfing, a mere 5% of beginners persist beyond their initial experiences. Nevertheless, with resilience and persistence, overcoming this initial plateau is possible, setting the stage for genuine advancement and skill refinement. Part 5. Unlock the power of automaticity in skill mastery. Imagine you're cycling down a serene street when suddenly a rogue ball rolls into your path, threatening chaos. Your instinct to prevent an accident kicks in. A quick swerve is needed. Yet, the mechanics of this maneuver are more nuanced than simply turning the handlebars. Instinctively, your body leans in the opposite direction of the turn, a counterbalance action that keeps you upright. This maneuver, performed without conscious thought, is second nature to an experienced cyclist. This scenario epitomizes the notion that the essence of mastering any skill lies in transforming conscious actions into unconscious reflexes. The core insight here is that to truly master a skill, one must practice it to the point where its execution becomes automatic. Juggling serves as an illustrative paradigm for scientists studying the process of skill acquisition. It's an accessible skill that offers a clear view into the intricacies of learning. For a novice, the act of juggling, tossing, tracking, and catching demands a deliberate focus on each movement, potentially overloading the brain with the meticulous coordination required. However, seasoned jugglers achieve a state where the components of juggling operate on an unconscious level, allowing their minds to concentrate on the broader rhythm and flow. This shift to automaticity is crucial for advancement. The pathway to learning is profoundly influenced by observation and hands-on practice, far surpassing the effectiveness of passive instruction methods. An experiment contrasting two groups of novice jugglers, one equipped with a detailed guide and the other with access to juggling videos, underscores this point. Unsurprisingly, those who observed and then emulated the actions were more successful, highlighting the symbiosis between visual learning and kinetic engagement. This approach activates specific neuronal connections, constructing what's colloquially known as muscle memory. Interestingly, the term is somewhat of a misnomer, as the brain is the true architect of this phenomenon, orchestrating the movements with increasing efficiency over time through persistent practice and observation. As we continue to explore the journey of skill mastery, we'll delve deeper into the intricacies of how our brains facilitate the transition from conscious effort to effortless execution. Part 6. Seeing anew, the secret to unlocking your drawing potential. In 2017, amidst the myriad of practical inquiries populating Google's list of top how-to searches, tying ties, writing cover letters, and the quest for weight loss, one notably less mundane query emerged: how to draw. This curiosity seems odd considering drawing is among the earliest skills we pick up as children, with crayons and markers being staples of kindergarten creativity. So why, despite our more refined adult motor skills, do many of us believe we're incapable of drawing? The crux of the matter lies not in our hands, but in how we perceive the world. This brings us to the central insight. The journey to becoming proficient at drawing hinges on retraining our eyes to see the world as it truly is, rather than how we presume it to be. If it's been years since you've attempted to draw, perhaps your lack of confidence in your ability feels warranted. Picture trying to draw a self-portrait and the likely outcome of disproportionate features and a somewhat asymmetric face. The challenge isn't merely technical, but perceptual. We tend to draw based on our preconceived images of objects rather than their actual appearance. A compelling study underpins this idea. Participants were shown a simple drawing composed of two circles connected by a line. They were then split into two groups and asked to recreate the image from memory, with a twist. One group was informed that the drawing represented a dumbbell, while the other was told it was a pair of glasses. The result? Dramatically different interpretations based on the suggested objects, demonstrating how our perceptions can mold our creative outputs. This cognitive bias is notably evident in how untrained artists draw faces, often emphasizing eyes and placing them disproportionately high on the head. A glance in the mirror reveals the reality. Our eyes are relatively small and centrally located. To circumvent these biases, drawing lessons often emphasize observing and portraying the actual shapes and shadows seen rather than attempting to draw complete objects from the start. These initial sketches might seem abstract, but as learners gradually add detail, their renderings become remarkably more precise and lifelike. Thus, the secret to mastering drawing, or any skill that involves perception, lies in learning to see the world anew with a fresh, unfiltered gaze. Through this transformative lens, what once seemed an insurmountable challenge becomes a manageable, even enjoyable, journey of discovery. Part 7. Embrace new beginnings at any stage of life. Imagine Patricia, whose vibrant journey had woven through the artistic corridors of French New Wave cinema before settling into the serene landscapes of Chamonix for a tranquil retirement filled with skiing and tennis. Yet, as the chapters of her life unfurled, she discovered an unfulfilled desire at 70 to conquer the art of swimming. Facing the challenge head-on, Patricia, a smoker with no prior swimming experience, turned to online tutorials to guide her practice, demonstrating a relentless spirit and the transformative power of self-belief. Her perseverance transformed her dream into reality, enabling her to swim across the cool, inviting waters of the Mediterranean, a testament to the adage that it is indeed never too late to explore new horizons. This narrative illuminates the core insight. The voyage of discovery and learning knows no age. Patricia's story is a profound reminder that life remains rich with possibilities for those willing to remain curious and engage in new endeavors. Post-swimming, her journey of exploration continued with pickleball and astronomy, illustrating a life lived in perennial pursuit of growth and learning. Contrast this with David, whose eclectic path traversed the realms of philosophy, architecture, economics, and even a stint as a park ranger, finally leading him to the intricate craft of jewelry making. His journey didn't halt upon mastering traditional techniques. Embracing the digital revolution, David ventured into the realm of computer-aided design, marrying his manual expertise with the limitless potential of technology to unlock new creative vistas. Both Patricia and David embody a vital principle. The journey of learning and exploration is infinite, and each step into the unknown enriches our lives immeasurably. So, if you find yourself yearning for a fresh start or a new challenge, take heart from these stories. The world is brimming with opportunities waiting to be seized. Whether through community classes, online platforms, or neighborly recommendations, the gateway to your next adventure is closer than you think. From cooking and welding to the gentle art of birdwatching, the canvas of learning is boundless. Heed the sage advice of the philosopher Seneca, reminding us that the quest to live fully is an ongoing adventure, a lesson in the limitless potential of the human spirit. Final summary. It's a common scenario. As adults, we reach a certain threshold of achievements and skills, and then, subtly, we stop pushing ourselves into new territories of learning. Coupled with societal views that regard starting anew with the curiosity of a beginner as child's play, many of us hesitate to venture into uncharted waters. However, the act of continuously challenging oneself, embracing the novelties of life with open arms, is not just a rejuvenating mental exercise. It's a key ingredient for sustained happiness and growth. Adopting new skills and hobbies does more than just add a new party trick to your repertoire. It fundamentally shifts the way you engage with the world and perceive your own capacities. This dynamic process of learning infuses life with a renewed sense of purpose and vitality, ensuring that your later years are marked not by a waning of spirit, but by an ever-broadening horizon of possibilities. In a world that often prizes expertise and specialization, the courage to be a perpetual learner To welcome the beginner's mindset at every age is both a revolutionary act and a profound source of personal empowerment. This journey of continuous growth doesn't just enrich one's own life, it sets a vibrant example for those around us, illustrating that life, at every stage, is ripe with opportunities for discovery and transformation. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.